Hey guys, Lawton here with Verified Investing, back with another Pro Charts video. Hope you guys are doing well. We're going to be talking a little bit about currencies here, guys. Currencies. But before I go any further, please comment, like, and subscribe to the Verified Investing YouTube channel right above. It really helps us out. It allows us to continue to create free content for all of you guys to enjoy. So we always encourage you guys to like and subscribe. But also, it doesn't cost anything to do, and it helps the algorithm know that you want to see more content just like this. But with that being said, let's hop right into it, shall we? Here with the USD, Great British Pound. And interestingly enough, the last time I talked about this, and I know some other traders have talked about it since, we were continuing to test this upsloping trend line here on USD GBP, and it looked like it was going to fall here, that the USD was actually going to get a bit weaker compared to the Great British Pound, and you saw that it eventually did break, falling about 1.6%. But look at this amazing rally here on the USD compared to the Great British Pound, about a 2% move up from those lows. Now the question is, can we continue to push up, or will we see a potential pullback? That's interesting, because on this trend line, we know that this place has been support and resistance previously, which means that we're likely to find resistance should the US dollar continue to push up in relation to this Great British Pound, somewhere up around that 0.756 or 0.757 level should be it. But we know that this is a key psychological low, that 0.75, meaning that the United States dollar is only worth about 75% of what the Great British Pound is worth. So this is definitely something to kind of keep on your radar, guys, and watch. I know currencies don't move the quickest, right? But for all you traders out there that trade Forex, just be careful out there. Next one is this USD Euro. So interesting how these charts are totally different, right? Where the USD continues to push up here and hasn't really fallen too much against the euro, but did fall pretty decently there, on that pound there. But what do we have, guys? Well, we have a couple things. We have a beautiful upsloping trend line that we continue to test and knock on over and over and over and over again. Now, the question is, when will that break, or will that break even to the downside? And what is that going to look like? But we've successfully created a pattern here. Now, what I want you to do is pause the video, stop it, and see if you can identify that pattern. All right. So now that you've potentially identified that pattern, there is a beautiful head-shoulder pattern here, forming on the USD into the euro, favoring actually a lower move on the US dollar in relation to the euro. Now let's find that nice measured move here on the USD into the euro. So about a 2% move lower, down to that 0.85, 0.86 region would likely be the measured move and target for a fall, right? And you also see tons of kind of sideways consolidation around that, basically 86 cents on the dollar USD compared to the euro here. So this is just something to keep on your radars, guys. Can this break? And if it does fall, maybe look for a move down there. And the question is, well, when do we take advantage of that? If I wanted to trade this head and shoulders pattern, where can I get in? Well, you can enter a position betting on the downside on either a break of this beautiful upsloping trend line, also the neckline, or say it comes down, or on a retrace back to that kind of trend line somewhere around that region, wherever it goes. Now the question is, well, when is this pattern going to be negated? That's a good question. So on head and shoulders patterns, if the shoulder ever goes above the head, right? If this ever goes above that 0.88, this is no longer a valid head and shoulders pattern. Doesn't mean it's not bearish. Doesn't mean that a break of this kind of trend line is still not valid for a further fall. It just means that head and shoulders isn't valid any longer. A couple more charts to talk about. The US dollar continues to gain against the Japanese yen. And looking at historical data, this is the highest the US dollar has ever been valued against the Japanese yen as they continue to struggle here in their economy. So, what does that mean for us? Well, first of all, it means that a lot of people are traveling to Japan, right? Just because things are so cheap there. But even on top of that, guys, where is the next resistance? Well, when we run out of things to kind of chart to trading at all-time highs, we start to use trend lines. And for me, I have a beautiful, beautiful trend line here on the USD JPY up here around 165 US dollars per Japanese yen, or 165 Japanese yen per US dollar rather. This region around that 165 to 166 region, wherever it ends up hitting this trend line, is where you're likely to see a lot of resistance there. Okay, so go ahead and note that down. So if you're going to Japan, this is the hot spot to go and spend. And then if this comes down, maybe you can wait for it to go higher or see what ends up happening. Now, the USD, AUD, Australian dollar. USD's kind of been on the lower end compared to the Australian dollar, but look at this continuing to put in a beautiful inverse head and shoulders. Look at that neckline. Look at that measured move up to $1.54. This has been charted so beautifully. There's not a lot more for me to say on this, other than if this breaks to the upside. I really expect a nice move up just because we're still down from our highs in around April, about 15% here on the US dollar compared to the AUD. And then finally, a new pair that I haven't really charted many times, the USD versus our nice neighbors to the north. On this one, you're kind of putting in a couple of mixed signals here. So on one hand, you could argue, hey, there could be a fall here, a nice shoulder head shoulder here, potentially. I apologize. This left shoulder is supposed to come down to here, but shoulder head shoulder there on the USD compared to Canadian dollar. But if you look a little closer, you're starting to pull in a potential bull flag, right? Nice move up, sideways consolidation, kind of favoring a move higher. So we'll have to see if this right shoulder continues to be formed here on something like this, or if, we are just going to move higher, right? This is just something to keep on your radar as far as currencies are concerned between the US dollar versus the CAD, Canadian dollar. With that being said, guys, that's all I have for you today. My name again is Lawton here with Verified Investing. Thank you so much for watching today's currency video. Have a great rest of your weekend. And don't forget, my new show, The Trading Playbook, is live, and we have an episode Saturday and Sunday. So I'll be around that. All right. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Happy Friday, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.